the billionaire who tried to write off his own kidnapping as a business expense. One of the richest men in Europe was kidnapped at gunpoint, and what he did after might be the wildest tax story ever told. This is how Aldi's secretive CEO turned his worst day into a business lesson the world never forgot. Theodor Paul Albrecht, or Theo, wasn't born rich. He grew up in Essen, Germany in 1922, learning the grocery trade from his mother, who ran a tiny store after his father left the coal mines. He and his brother Karl had one mission: the best quality at the lowest price. They called their store Albrecht Discount, later shortened to Aldi. A small shop became a global empire. By the 1970s, Aldi had transformed shopping across Europe. Efficient, minimalist, cheap and brilliant. And Theo quiet, private, frugal. He drove an old Volkswagen, ate the same lunch every day and rarely appeared in public. But that privacy is exactly what made him a target. In 1971, Theo Albrecht was leaving his office in Essen when two men suddenly ambushed him: Heinz Joachim Ollenburg, a struggling lawyer, and his accomplice Paul Krohn. They forced him into a car at gunpoint and drove him to a deserted warehouse. His captors demanded 7 million German marks, roughly $2 million USD at the time. Theo's family contacted the police, but negotiations were delicate. If the kidnappers panicked, Theo could die. So a priest, Franz Hengsbach, the Bishop of Essen, was chosen as the mediator. He personally delivered the ransom in cash. Theo was released, shaken but alive. The kidnappers were eventually caught, but only half the money was ever recovered. No one knows exactly where the rest went. After his release, Theo didn't give interviews. He went right back to work at Aldi. But then he did something unbelievable. He tried to claim the ransom money as a tax-deductible business expense. His logic? Being kidnapped was directly related to my role as CEO, therefore a business loss. It sounds absurd, but legally it's fascinating. Under German law, business expenses that arise in connection with professional activity can sometimes be deducted. Theo's lawyers argued the kidnapping happened because he was Aldi's CEO, not as a private citizen. But tax authorities said no, nice try, Theo. Theo and Karl were so obsessed with privacy, they reportedly avoided photographers for decades. Their employees had strict rules: no music, no branding, no extras, to save costs. Even their company split in two: Aldi Nord, Theo's half, and Aldi Süd, Karl's, after a family dispute over whether to sell cigarettes. Theo later bought Trader Joe's in the US through Aldi Nord, meaning that same kidnapped billionaire now indirectly owned your favorite American snack store. Despite his wealth, Theo lived modestly until his death in 2010, worth over $16 billion. So yeah, a man who built a discount empire, got kidnapped, paid millions to survive, then tried to get it all back on his taxes. That's not greed, that's German efficiency. Follow for more true stories that prove business can be stranger than fiction.